What up, Soul Fam? Can you guys hear the music and can you hear my voice clearly? Clearing of energies and returning to goodness, returning to love again. What up, Soul Fam? What's going on, guys? It's good to see you guys again. Hello, Aaliyah. Hello, Singing Bird. Hello, Sandra. Hello, FSBS, Pushel, Etheric, Kearns. Soul Fam is here. I got the keys. What's going on, fam? All right, let's get to the message of the day real quick. Yes. This live will probably be a shorter live than usual, guys. Interesting. I'm not going to be on for too long, okay? Give me something for the collective spirit. Give me something for the collective. Okay. Interesting. This message feels targeted, okay? Not exactly for everyone, but if it resonates with you, take it in your heart, know it is absolute truth. There seems to be something going on in your life, whoever this resonates with. It doesn't matter if it's something physical, it doesn't matter if it's something on the outside, or if it's like a goal that you're doing. It just depends. It could be something internal, it can be something like you're overcoming this feels like you're overcoming something, like a habit or something, but in the way of overcoming it, as in not like letting go of something, but more of like understanding why you have this, right? If this makes sense. And then through the understanding comes more evolution, okay? If this resonates with you, remember, it doesn't have to be physical. It could be physical. It could be you're maybe going to get more followers or something like that, or who knows, okay? But yes, this message feels targeted, but I know it's a message for you guys. One of you guys, two of you guys, 3, 4, 5 of you guys are going to take this. Maybe even more of you guys are going to take this in your heart, possibly more, hopefully more, and manifest this. Okay, remember, we are the creator beings creating our life at this moment. Yes, if we believe enough, it will be turned into a knowing, and that knowing will create whatever it is that we need to create in the moment. Yes, my beautiful friends and family, how's everyone doing, man? What's going on? How are the energies? Came right on time, FSBS. Let's go. Everything's perfectly audible. Thank you, Singing Bird. Hello, Queen Alien. What up, LA? What up, Izzy? How you doing? I want to share my music with the world. You see, you know, these type of messages, man, like the message of the day right now, it doesn't have to be like you are going to do something grand or anything. It could just be a new idea that propels you towards a higher purpose, right? Or gives you inspiration, right? If you want to share your music with the world, that is your true authenticity. You see, we come in here, all of us come in here with a signature, and that signature is only able to be expressed through authenticity. That is our truest self, right? When you express your truest self, then your truest desires and your truest passions come out into the world, and that's what we came here to do. This is how we're going to change the world into the new earth. Yes, if you want to share the music, if you want to share your music, your message with the world, and you believe it's time, go for it. It doesn't matter if you only have one person listening to your song. It doesn't matter if you have no people listening to your song. Eventually people will. Yes, my friends. And yes, please everyone, let's pray for the people in Iran. Let's pray for all the families that are being separated right now because of the immigration that's going on over here in the United States. Let's pray for every single person that has ever been oppressed, whether that's now, in the future, or even in the past, my friends. We are light workers. This is what we do. So let's all send our love towards the people over there. Let's all send our loves to the people that need it, man. Especially since we have, I don't like saying privilege, but I guess we have the stage to be able to do this. We have the energy to be able to do this. We have the energy to be able to give love to where others won't. Even if it's in the spiritual realm. Sometimes it's more powerful if you give love in the spiritual realm, yes? So thank you for reminding me of that, Izzy. Appreciate you. or excuse me, not Izzy, Rezo, excuse me. Thank you. I joined at the perfect time. Wow, I literally been sharing my singing online. Let's go, Izzy. There it is, man. There it is. There it is. Hello, Samoto. Thank you for being here. FSBS, could you tap into my guides or God, Edgar, when you can? Okay, so at this moment, guys, I'm not feeling 100% in my readings. So I'm going to probably not be tapping in too much right now. I think this live is just going to be a shorter live just to talk to you guys. You know, there's a lot of lower energies around. You know what I mean? And I'm purging a very intense lower energy at this moment. And it comes in waves because of, you know, time is spiral, right? Time is in a spiral, so it comes in waves for me. So today, I'm not going to be doing any readings, okay? But I will give you advice from my heart. If you guys need any type of advice from wherever it is that you are in your journey, maybe you're dealing with fear, or you're dealing with shame, or you're dealing with guilt, or whatever, I can give you any of that type of advice. Yes, my friends, but no readings today, okay? I'm not feeling well for readings. I'm feeling very groggy and uninspired. There could be a wave going on right now as well. Queen Alien, right? It could be a wave. But here's the thing, the law of rhythm, okay? Sometimes you're going to feel... There's going to be days where you're just going to probably not feel too good or whatever. It could be your diet as well, right? It could be what we're eating. Maybe we should fast a little bit more, right? Sometimes when I feel groggy or when I don't feel inspired, right? And there's many times where I don't, you know. It could be the diet, man. There's times where I'll have I'll go on a good fast, maybe like about a day or two fast, and then I'll eat a lot of cucumber, right, to kind of detox, right? The cucumber is very good for detoxing. Cucumber, honey, turmeric, ginger, all that stuff is very good for detoxing your body of heavy metals and all these things. And these heavy metals could also, you know, they're also like weighing on us, right? They're also lowering our frequencies and stuff. So check out your diets as well, guys. I know I never really talk about, you know, health and diet and stuff like that, but it's also very important. Sending you healing energies, Edgar, you got this. Thanks so much, Kearns. I appreciate you, man. My guides are telling me, man, today, finally, my guides told me what exactly is happening to me. And they're basically telling me that I'm probably going to be dealing with this for another couple months, right? And it's only because I'm purging it. So it'll come in waves, right? So if any of you guys are also dealing with any type of lower energies and they seem to go away and then come back and seem to go away, you know, you're purging it. Right? It's just that some of us have so much trauma from many past lives, right? And the imprints that we have, you know, our soul imprints, or our soul signature, right? That it's difficult to let go of this in just one sitting, right? But there's times where it comes back and it takes away your hope a little bit. So you got to stay strong on your faith and your hope, okay? Your faith and your hope. And you're knowing that you're going to be okay is your most powerful ally, okay? Is your most powerful weapon when it comes to when you dip to lower energies. But again, for me, I know I'm supposed to be going through this, okay? I know I'm supposed to be going through this because I'm learning how to heal myself, okay? And this thing that I'm dealing with is not like your typical fears, you know? It's not your typical, I'm scared of failure. You know, like this is very intense mental psychosis. But I'm learning how to deal with it. I'm learning how to heal it, and hopefully I can teach my techniques once I heal this completely. Hopefully I can teach all of my techniques to whoever needs it out there. You know, um, again. Someone like me or people that are healers, the best thing that we can do is just awaken the healer inside of you. You know, we can't heal you ourselves. I mean, I wish we could. I wish we could all just get together and heal each other, but we have to awaken your healer energy inside of you. We have to awaken your power inside of you. And you know, I think through experiences and through techniques is one of the best ways to heal. 222 on the clock. Also, I also believe that if someone goes through something and they overcame it, and it gives hope to others that haven't overcome it yet, right? And if you tell your story, right, this is why a lot of you guys are going through things as well, right? And if you tell your story can be even more healing than like an affirmation. Your story can be even more healing than like praying or anything, right? Because like there's an example, like someone's out there that's going through what I went through and they healed. Right? That means I can do it too, yeah? So I know all this is happening for a purpose, baby! We're not scared. We're never scared. We're never in fear. We are always with God. There are infinite possibilities, and so I only match to the possibilities of love, my friends, yes. Cancer season might be extra moodiness. Yes, true. The last 2 weeks straight, haven't been eating too much. Haven't been eating much. Interesting. I've been fasting on and off, and it seems to make me sleepier. No energy. Yeah, it does definitely take away your energy, obviously, because, you know, when you eat, like, food, duh, right? You have more energy, obviously. But, you know, it does separate you a little bit from your carnal self, I guess. Fasting does. You know, when you are fasting, especially if you're taking fasting serious, right? Like if you're going to be fasting for like 2 days or 3 days or something like a water fast, refrain from doing too much activity. You're not really supposed to be moving too much. It's more about just being more still, right? And it helps you being more still as well. It also helps you move up from your, you know, your focus from the lower chakras to the higher chakras. If that makes sense. It should make sense. Hi, Edgar. Edgar, hi. Thanks for coming on earlier. Us Irish people missed you. Hey, let's go to the Irish people, man. I missed you guys too, man. I missed you guys too. I know. I can't really get on during the weekdays any earlier than what I'm doing. I know it's a little late for a lot of people around the world, you know. And I know I've got some people around the world, man. It's really cool to know that I got people from Ireland and England and you know, India and Asia, and man, it's really cool, man. So yes, I'll be going live on Sundays today around this time, almost every week from now on. I think I had been getting ascension symptoms. I got sick after my sis did. Interesting. Same, been fasting for days. Thanks for the cucumber tip. Yeah, cucumber's awesome. Cucumber is like flushes all of it out. You know, I like to eat like I like to chop up maybe like 1 or 2, throw in a little bit of pineapple, some turmeric, ginger, and lime. Fantastic for detox. A lot of dark stuff going on in LA now. It makes sense. You're at ground zero. Yeah, pretty much I'm over here. You know, there's a lot of lower energies happening over here. But it's okay. I mean, I'm not in LA, you know, but like LA is our neighbors. I'm in Orange County, so a lot of that stuff is trickling on over here. There's ice over here as well. And I'm Mexican American, so I have people in my family that are affected by this. So, but I'm trying my absolute best to send love to them. I'm trying my absolute best to be aware. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let them put fear in me, man. Okay? I'm not gonna let them put fear in me. Because this is not what I came here to do anyway. I came here to transcend. And so do you guys too, okay? Don't let the news get to you, man. I stopped watching the news, okay? I already know what's going on. I don't need to know anymore, okay? We gotta save whatever it is that we have left. The only way we're actually going to be able to return to a higher frequency or return to a higher timeline is if starseeds like us actually know what's going on, right? Lightworkers like us actually know what's going on. There's an actual spiritual warfare going on right now, and it is about frequency and attention. Okay, take your attention away from the bullshit. Take your attention away, even if there are people suffering. Okay, send love to them. Send love in your spirit. Send love. Intention is more important than anything. Your intention and your expression of love is more important than anything. Okay? And then return to the self again. This is the best thing that you can do for this world. Yeah? Is to return to yourself. And detach, man. Detach from the earth drama. There's so much crap going on right now. Right? And it's lowering our frequencies. And that makes us manifest lower timelines. Right? Return to the higher timelines. Yes? There's also a lot of chemtrails, man, over here in California and like around this place. The sun is, even now that it's out, it's just very blocked. So there's a lot of dark energy over here in LA, man. Funky Penguin, I haven't seen you either, man. It's good to have you here, though. What's a good way to connect to your intuition? That's a great question. Well, the way I connect to my intuition is neutrality. Okay, so when you, let's say you get a thought, right? Usually your intuition is your first thought, right? If you have a thought about something and it feels like truth, right? It's just usually your intuition, and then what follows that is usually fear. That's almost always that happens, right? So if you have like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go that way, right? You definitely shouldn't go that way. You should be scared. That's what always happens with intuition. Okay, so try looking at it this way. Also, when you look, you want to look at everything through a neutral observer type of energy, because when you are in fear, obviously that's not your intuition, right? So you want to look at things through a neutral observer way, if that makes sense. Is the guy telepathically trying to talk to me? Sometimes I get reminded of him, not always. Any advice on how to really let go, since I feel there's unresolved karma after me blocking him? Yeah, is he trying to talk to you? Interesting. I mean, I'm pretty sure that he's not trying to talk to you, right? I can kind of feel right now too. I just think he's just thinking about you, right? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, who cares what he thinks, right? Cut that off. It doesn't matter what he thinks. This is not for you anymore. This person is not in your higher timeline anymore. So the best thing you can do is just stop believing in all this, right? Stop believing in all this. And return to yourself, remember? Return to the self. Return to your feminine energy, which is the self. Yes? Take care of yourself. Detach from all the nonsense. You got this. And it's definitely unresolved karma as well. You know, anytime you get triggered or anytime something happens, you know, you think something's happening to you or whatever, it's usually just teaching you about yourself, you know? Teaching you about blockages that are needed to be released so you can enter the next stage of your evolution. Always remember to bring yourself back to this, yeah? You know, always remember to bring yourself back to this. Because it's difficult, man. When you fall, sometimes it can be difficult, you know, to remind yourself that, hey, you're in a spiritual journey. The thing that is happening to you right now is supposed to happen to you. It's part of your destiny, or else it wouldn't be happening to you, you know. And the best way to look at it is there are infinite possibilities. Okay, so if this wasn't part of your destiny, whatever's going on with you, right? If this really wasn't part of your destiny, and you weren't being actually protected, right? Then you would have died a long time ago already, We die a bunch of times because we're in this timeline where things are always trying to destroy us because this is the lower dimensions, right? But our guides, our love, our higher selves, our guardian angels, everything in the universe and in the cosmos is keeping us protected, right? Keeping us protected and keeping our consciousness focused only on the timeline where we are safe. And when we do come across lower energies, like what's happening to all of us and myself, right? It is because it's supposed to happen, okay? Always remind yourself of that. Don't let whatever's going on in your mind, in your heart, or the lower energies, don't let them trick you. Always return to the spiritual journey, yeah? Mind is always loud, intuition is quiet. Yes, intuition is a feeling, man. You know? It's a knowing, it's a feeling, and it always comes from love. Always, always, always comes from love. So if you want to look at any situation that you're in, even if it's a very dark situation, look at it through the eyes of love, right? That's how you're going to find your intuition. Hello, Anahita. How are you? Thank you for being here. Yes, I'm back. Let's go. You got this, FSBS. You got this, FSBS. Yeah, it's exactly what Etheric is saying, FSBS. You're safe, man. You're safe, okay? You're safe. You're being pushed towards this direction. You have a long life ahead of you as well, right? There's going to be a lot of lessons and things like that. These things are temporary, you know? These things are temporary. All of it. Every single thing is temporary. It's not going to be here forever. Okay? Scooby, missed your last live, didn't know. Loved while going through it. Thank you so much, Scooby. Thank you for being here. And yeah, man, missed you too, man. Funky, thanks for this. It's good to know lower energies are lessons for sure. Yeah, lessons. They're teachers, man. They are teachers. Okay? So I guess I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on with me. I don't want to tell you everything though, right? Because I'm going to once I truly let go of this, because I know I will. I know I'm going to let go of this demon, whatever. I'm going to create a video, okay, on how I overcame this, okay? Because I know when people tell their story, I know it's even more. It's very powerful, man. When people tell their story, this is how I healed a lot as well, just by listening to other people's stories. Okay, so I had a conversation with this demon. Okay, it was like about a week ago. But the only way I could ever have the conversation is if I lost my fear. So what I did was I located my fears, okay, and my fears were located in different parts of my aura, and I still have a couple fears there as well, but not as many as I did maybe like a month ago. But once I located these fears, I put these fears right in a box, right? I put these fears as only fear, right? Only illusion, only fear. Only any of that stuff. I put it here in the box, right? It's not real. It's an illusion. All that stuff. The feeling of distortion is real. I'm not saying it's not real, but what it's telling me is not real. Okay. What it's telling me is an illusion. Yeah. So I put it in a box and I let go of them slowly but surely. Started letting go. This is how I did it. Okay. It was very difficult. Okay. It was very, very intense. And eventually, I lost my fear for the energy, even though it was in me. It was like blocking my third eye, right? It was really dense energy in my third eye, but it didn't, and it was painful too, but it didn't feel. I wasn't fearful anymore. So once the fear went away, I sat down with this demon. This is about a week ago actually, and it told me why it was there, and it basically said that. I am your teacher. I'm here to teach you about yourself. And it said it like, you know? Yeah. And then it left. I never talked to it again. I might talk to it again. Who knows? But that actually brought a lot of comfort to me, even though that was a very intense, very, very intense, um, I guess, sequence or experience that I was going through, you know? But yeah, I'll tell you guys more about it, okay? I'll tell you guys there's way more things that come in here, that come with this. Way, way, way more things. So I'll tell you guys more about this as soon as I let go of this energy, because I know I will. I know I will. Funky Penguin. Wait, hold on. Bye-bye, Scooby. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, alright? Take care of yourself, okay? Much love. Bro, I live in Orange County. Let's go, Alfredo. Alfredo. Nice to see, I got people that are not too far away from me. Can you help me check what's going on, please, Funky Penguin? During an awakening, your fire solstice meditation, I felt snapped out of it, reminded of an embarrassing and awkward situation on Friday. Okay, usually when this happens, it's just like trickster spirits, right? Usually when this happens, right, because, you know, everything is balanced in this world, so you're always going to have your demons, right, and you're always going to have your angels, right? So when you're trying to do some meditation of love or whatever, the lower energies will be there, and if you allow them, right, sometimes you allow them, sometimes you can allow them by accident, right? It just happens, you know, it's just a part of this world. And they come in and they try to distract you. So it's just more of a distraction what's going on with you by accessing parts of your fears, right? So they accessed part of your embarrassment, which is also part of your fear, you know, an awkward situation and all that stuff. It's also part of your fears. So don't worry. Try to put these in a box, really. Like, try to just, it's just the fear energy. It's just distortion energy, you know? It's not a big deal, right? When we give it so much life, the distortion energy, when we give it so much energy, it gets bigger, right? It's like we're manifesting it ourselves, right? So when this is happening, just it's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna overcome it anyway. You have to tell yourself this every day. I'm gonna overcome it. And eventually you will, because you're manifesting it. Yeah. It really is like spiritual warfare. When you're in a low frequency, right? You're in like a more third dimensional, fourth dimensional perception. And in this third dimensional, fourth dimensional perception, yeah, it's more of like you get of like the dark versus light. Here's where the dark versus light is. Here's where the demons versus the angels are. This is where that expression is. But once you heal and you return to your 5D self, you'll understand that, that's all that was an illusion. But don't worry, man. There's not one truth, right? There's like multiple truths, and it just depends on when you match to this truth. Sometimes you can't just match to the 5D truth. Sometimes you have to go through the 3D and 4D truth first of spiritual warfare. You sometimes you have to call upon Archangel Michael and have him destroy your demons. Sometimes you have to do that to be able to enter the 5th dimensional truth, which is love, right? So don't get too caught up in what is the solid truth and this truth and that truth. Know that all of this is very fluid, yeah? Okay. Hi, first time here. I love you all. Hey, let's go. Chronobet. Thank you for being here. Hopefully I said your name right. I'm pretty sure I didn't say it right, so I apologize. But thank you for being here, okay? Another Lightworker, another soul fam. Let's go. Thank you, Kearns. Fierce beard like roar. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let me tell you a little bit more, I guess, about this demon. It feels like it's not me, right? Because it's so distorted. It is such an intense distortion. It feels like it's not me, but once you let go of your fears, this is one of the most difficult part about this, is actually locating your fears and then letting them go. To me, if they literally felt like they were around me like this, and I would just kind of let them go like that. Once I let them go, right, then that demon felt like, it's a distorted version of myself. Then it actually felt like, it's actually just me, but a very confused, very dark, distorted aspect of me. It's like an inverted aspect of me, right? And I need to bring it back. I'm feeling more heaviness, intensity in my current situation since 3 or 4 weeks. Okay, especially last week. Any guidance from my angels? I'm praying. I feel some guidance from at this moment. I'll try. Okay, I'll try for you right now. Anahita, I'm actually feeling a little bit better. But at this moment, I'm not doing any readings. Okay, because I'm also kind of dealing with distortion myself at this moment. Anyway. But remember, guys. Remember. Okay, let me say it this way. Okay, hopefully this helps. Everywhere, any little piece of, or any little space of atom, or any little moment, everywhere, angels are everywhere. Basically is what I'm trying to say. Okay, angels are everywhere, right? And that is the true realm, is love. That is the true self, right? And so when these energies of distortion come, just understand that it is not separate from the love energy. It is the same energy. It's just our perception of the love energy got distorted, like a belief. That's why this is happening, right? Sometimes it's hard too, because you can call upon God and sometimes it feels like God won't come, right? But it's because of our belief systems, right? So instead, you have to give yourself the power again to be able to believe in God's greatness again. And by doing so, it's like you're talking to God that way, by giving yourself your power back in a way, right? And understanding that this energy of distortion is actually an angel in disguise, because it's true. The true energy, right, of this distorted aspect of yourself, the true energy is an angel. Our perception right now is just skewed. And some of us have to go through this. I know it fucking sucks, guys, and I apologize, okay? But sometimes we have to go through this, right? It's teaching us about ourselves. And we're purging, right? I don't know if you guys are dealing with intense energies, right? It's, you know, you've probably have held a lot of trauma in past lives, in your signature. And you're just releasing it now, right? Because you have to. Like, the solstice is here. Yes, we're entering a new age. I mean, it's happening. The golden age is happening, guys. And in order for us to enter this age, yeah, we have to let go of these energies. And the way we do it is not just by like, okay, trash. No, it's not like that. It's a spiral. Time is a spiral. It's gonna come up and it's gonna leave, and it's gonna come up every now and then, and it's gonna leave, and it's gonna come up again. It's gonna come in waves, right? While let's say the wave is up and you're feeling good. Take the opportunity when you're feeling good to pray more, because you're more connected now. Pray more and ask for more blessings. Ask for more guidance and visualize yourself. When you're in a higher frequency, it's easier to visualize and manifest. So visualize yourself in a timeline where you don't have this anymore. That's very powerful. The law of assumption, guys, okay? And if you dip, it can be scary in the beginning, okay? Because it happens, waves. If you dip while you're going through it, say what you need to do, yes? Let go of what you need to let go. If you're angry at God or whatever, go for it. Sometimes you have to do that. This is a part of this journey, right? No one's faulting you. The kingdom of heaven, guys, right, is not punishing you. The kingdom of heaven is not like, well, here feels for Fatima is angry at God. I'm not gonna let her in heaven then. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? That's not how it works. The kingdom of heaven just waits for you to remember. That's what it does. Once you remember, right, the door's open. Which it has already been. It was always open the whole time anyway. But now you're able to see that the door's open. Right? It's about yourself. Yes? So remind yourself of this, guys, okay? If you guys are going through some darkness right now, remind yourself of your greatness, okay? Greatness doesn't mean ego or anything like that. Greatness means just returning to God, okay? The great return, right? That's all what we're doing right now is the great return, returning back to God, returning back to God's greatness, okay? God's greatness is more powerful than anything. anything throws at you, God's greatness will let go of that. Okay? But we have to believe, my friends. We have to believe, and we have it inside of ourselves. All of us. We have the tools inside of our hearts, right? Now, sometimes, our food can be a problem, right? Maybe if you're still dealing with lower energies, man, go vegetarian or something, right? Or stop eating so much processed sugars. It's just processed sugars is terrible for especially people in the United States, man. Our food over here is not too good. You know what I mean? So take care of your guys' health, man. Your guys' health is important. Also, I know not a lot of light workers do any exercises, but I think we should start doing exercises, guys. I think we should start getting up and going to the gym, right? Getting up and going for a walk, going for a run. You know what I mean? My spiritual awakening happened because I went on a run. And yes, you can also fast. Yeah, for sure, feels. Absolutely. Definitely. Fasting is fantastic, man. I absolutely love fasting. And you don't have to fast like your water fast for 5 days like a crazy person, but you can just do your typical intermittent fasting as well. Not eat in the morning and maybe eat for like an 8-hour window period, things like that. Eat more veggies, eat fruits, guys. If you can, I know it's hard, man, especially in the United States, but man, eat organic fruits. I know it's hard, guys. I know it's hard to find. I know it's more expensive and things like that. But if we can, if we have the money, if we have the time and all that stuff, yes, go for it, man. This is very important. Okay, health is very important. And eat if you're gonna eat protein, man, eat a little bit less of it, and eat more like chicken breast, right? Salmon, right? Grass-fed, pastured raised, where the animals aren't like in a cage and they have all this low frequency and stuff like that. You want to have the animals free range and moving around and being a part of nature, you know what I mean? The cycle of life, the cycle of nature, eating worms and all that stuff, man. That's what you want, man. I know it's hard, especially in the United States, man. I know it's hard, man, but I got to do it, man. I'm talking to myself here too, by the way. Oh, man. Leanne, I'm not doing any readings at this moment, right? I'm not trying to do any channeled messages either. I'm not feeling 100%, right? I'm not super connected right now at this moment. But if you have anything going on with yourself, or if you need any advice personally from just myself, you can go ahead and ask and I'll do my best, okay? But just enjoy, guys. There's no need for any donations either. We're just here to chill, okay? I'm gonna be on probably for another 20 minutes. It's good to be here with you guys, man. You guys are providing a lot of love for me as well, right? A lot of love. Everybody goes through it, man. Everybody goes through it. But I promise you, guys, once we get over this hump, right? Once we get over these lower energies, you're here for a reason, man. Once we get over them, we're going to be in much better times, okay? Much better times. Spiritual awakening, man, is not like... It's part of the game. The spiritual journey is part of the game. It's not about like, oh, I'm love and light and I feel good all the time. It's a very intense journey of self-realization, self-actualization, self-transformation, all that stuff, okay? It's a very, very intense journey. But you have the tools to do it. This is why you guys are starseeds, yeah? This is why you guys are light workers, okay? This is why you guys are chosen ones. But whatever you want to call it, yeah? This is why you guys came here to do. And this is why our whole lives, ever since we were kids, we never fit into anything else. We never fit in with school even though we were intelligent. I know all you guys are super intelligent, right? But I know a lot of you guys didn't vibe with school. It's too authoritarianism. It's too authoritarian. We came here to rebel against the system. And the way to do it is by going through the trials of the spiritual journey, which is what we're going through right now. Yes, my friends? So the best I can do, I know for me, for a fact, I know that one of my missions here, besides spreading my truth, is providing some type of space for you guys, like I did right here, like I did with the Discord. I know I'm never on the Discord. I'm usually a very quiet person. You know, I don't really like talking too much on, you know, I'm not on my phone speaking to too many people, only if like people send me emails and things like that. But I'm not really on Discord because that's not for me anyway. It's for you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's for you guys, man. It's for you guys to find yourselves, find your soul tribe. It's for you guys to express your truths, man. It's for you guys to, if you guys want to start something and you guys want to have a little bit of a push for people to actually watch your stuff, like a YouTube channel, you can advertise it on there. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. Everyone there is super awesome, man. Especially all the awesome mods and stuff like you know, Christina, Catherine, and all the cool people that created that whole Discord, man. So if you guys haven't yet, go check it out, okay? Links in the video description down below. Okay. You exercise in front of the TV. Let's go, Singing Bird. This is enough, you guys. Like what you like, just being here with you guys is enough for me as well. Okay. If you guys want to, go ahead and send me your prayers in the spirit and all that stuff. But I promise you guys, I'm gonna be fine. I promise you guys, I'm gonna be okay. Okay, and I know you guys will be too. Yeah. Yes, etheric. Yes, it's very true, man. Because you know, well, that's like the dark part of God, I guess, right? But you really do have to, you have to go through your darkness, man. In this world, especially. De nada, FSBS. You're welcome, Anahita. When I was a kid, I was a rebel. Yes, yes. I mean, I would get, man, I was such a bad student when I was a kid. Like, my mind was everywhere. I couldn't pay attention. ADHD to the max, neurodivergency to the max. I couldn't pay attention even if I tried, you know what I mean? So I just, F's and D's. F's and D's. Are you more of a lone wolf, Edgar? I guess you can say that. I have a partner now, so I'm not really like that anymore. But I do need my alone time. I'm a life path 7, so I do need my space, you know? I do need to detach a lot. I think you guys need this too, honestly. I've always been kind of a loner anyway, you know? Even in high school and middle school and even in elementary I did have friends, you know? But it was until middle school and high school when I was truly more of like a loner, kind of, yeah. I'm sure a lot of light workers are, man. A lot of us are this way. We're kind of like loners and stuff like that in our minds all the time. Yeah, high energy, but only high energy to things that we like, you know? A light worker is being attacked more this year, especially the third wave of psychic and spiritual attacks. You can call it that, yeah. You can call waves of, you know what it is, man? Again, this is why I love what I'm going through, because I'm learning so much, man. Even if it's very heavy, what I'm going through, this third eye blockage, I'm learning a lot about it, okay? I'm learning a lot about what's going on. Well, basically, if you are the type of person, right, that is highly spiritual, okay, it means that you're going to be thinking about things that normal humans won't be thinking about, right? So you're going to be expanding your mind into different spiritual concepts, right? And sometimes these concepts, for the humans, these concepts are very scary. Like, there's no time, like there's only now, like those are scary things for regular humans. That's why they don't think about it. We think about these things. Since we think about these things and we believe in them, remember, this world is about balance. So there's always going to be trickster spirits entering these new beliefs that we that we get from spiritual awareness, right? And that's the spiritual journey, man. Every time you upgrade yourself in your knowing, right, and your concepts about spirituality, there's going to be, this is how the mind works, there's going to be lower energies attaching themselves to those beliefs. This is why a lot of the times when you learn concepts about spirituality and you're using your mind a lot, you have to remember, guys, to return to your heart again, okay? Because you're thinking about, oh, the divine feminine this, and divine masculine is this, and divine this, and starseeds this, and this and that, and this and that. No, actually, you have to evolve this way. No, it's actually this way, right? All these different concepts, right? And that could, you can be prone to, like, even psychosis because of this type of stuff, right? So return to the heart, man. Detach from all that stuff too, right? Remember to detach and just return to yourself again. Any advice for me starting a life coach channel without showing my face or making music or just focusing on languages now? Let's look inside of your heart, FSBS. You have a long time ahead of you, okay? As well. So you have a long time to be able to think about these things, okay? But first, let's look at this, okay? Let's look. Ask yourself deeply in your heart, what is something that you can do for the collective, right? What is something that you can do for the people out there that is going to bring great joy to yourself, right? And is going to be of great service to others as well. What is something that for sure is going to match those two things, okay? Because I know for a lot of us, man, just giving advice to someone, even just like advice about spirituality or anything like this, gives us a lot of love, joy, right? So if you follow this joy on, and if you choose one of these, which one of these gives you the most joy at this moment? Yes, follow that, okay? That's my advice. Also, you have a long time, try it all. Screw it. Do all of it. Eventually you're gonna find what you need to do. So let me tell you about I guess my journey, okay? So when I started doing social media back in 2018, I also did faceless at first, you know, and then eventually in 2020 I started putting my face everywhere, and it was difficult, okay? It took me a good while to get used to the camera, and I'm such a shy person, you know. So I started, it was like 3 TikTok channels that I started. One of them was a fitness channel, okay? Another one was a health, it was about health, like food, you know, health stuff. None of those blew up, right? And then I did randomly, I talked about, I did like a self-development channel for men, and that one blew up, right? And it blew up big time. I got up to like 50K followers on that TikTok, and it was self-development. And self-development is it's basically spiritual growth, right? Anything that has to do with like life, like a life coach, right? And so it was like the universe was kind of telling me like, yo, this is your path over here, right? I you know, I always kind of knew I wanted to do content creation, but then when that happened, it like solidified like who I am, the type of things that I like to talk about, the type of things that I'm good at talking about, and things like that. So I just kept following it. Eventually I stopped going for it, you know, because something felt a little off, right? And obviously the thing that was off was I need to be spiritual, right? So hopefully that can help you right there as well. You're gonna find yourself, and the things that you do, as long as you keep following your intuition and keep following your love for yourself, no matter what anyone says, right? If you keep following your truth, basically, you're going to find yourself, okay? And it's gonna be epic. It's gonna feel like a miracle, seriously, okay? But you have to have the spiritual journey isn't just about love and light. You also have to have strength, right? You have to have inner strength. You have to believe in yourself, man. You have to really, really believe in yourself so much, in your truth so much, that it's that you want to talk about it all of the time, right? That's the spiritual journey as well. It's like it requires tremendous inner courage and strength. But we have it. We all can do it. You know, we all have the tools to do it. We're alchemists. We can turn our pain into extreme confidence, into extreme courage. There's a retreat I'm invited to join. First excited until I find out about the costs and the hustle to get there. Was wondering if I was meant to go there, maybe another time. Take your time on these things, you know? Not everything is finite, okay? The universe feels like it's finite, but it's literally infinite, right? So if you can't go now, Pushel, there's going to be another time where you can. I promise you, you will. Even if it's not that specific retreat. But if you put it in your mind that, you know what, God, I can't right now. I just can't, right? But please show me something later on again. Yes? It will happen. I promise you it will. And sometimes it's probably just a part of your destiny, you know? Maybe your higher self and your guides are just kind of putting this idea in your mind right now. Even if you don't go, I just put that idea in his mind. So that maybe in a couple months from now, or a year from now, or in 2 years, or whatever, it doesn't matter. Time is irrelevant anyway. When that time comes, right, and you're ready, then you can go. That's how it works here, you know? Not having the means yet, and also, do I really need that anyway? You know, everything that is, every single thing that is like on the outside that is going to aid you in your journey, like let's say you go to the Himalayas because it's very spiritual there, right? And that helps you a lot in your journey. Let's say you go to a retreat and that helps you a lot in your journey. That is only there if you want to go. Because if you are connected enough and powerful enough, and you can go within yourself, because the kingdom of heaven is inside. It's not out here. Yeah? The kingdom of God is within. So you can always find God within yourself. Alright? So don't always try to bank on don't always try to bank on everything, right? Whatever, I don't even know what that means honestly, but don't always try to like focus on like if I'll heal if this happens. I'll heal if I go over here. I'll heal if I do this, right? All that stuff. You're kind of putting limits upon yourself if that happens. Just look at them as opportunities. Oh, that's just another opportunity for me to connect, but I don't need it, right? I can always connect. Yeah. You've come a long journey, Edgar. That's awesome and inspiring. Thank you for sharing and being you. Thank you so much, FSBS. I appreciate that. Okay. Yes, very true. Very true. Omkra, very true. Life Path 7. Yes, that's right. We are all on different paths, different timelines of awakening. Trust the process. Yep. Golden Age. Yes, let's go. And the beautiful thing is, like, this timelines, the Golden Age isn't like one timeline, right? It's like one signature, and in that signature of the Golden Age, right, there are infinite timelines, right? So even the Golden Age will look different to different souls, even though they're still on that New Earth timeline. It'll look different in different ways, because everything is literally happening right now all at once, right? And so since there are infinite possibilities, yes, I like to tell myself this all the time. If there are infinite possibilities, why am I matching to the lower ones? Why am I matching to the lower ones? If there are infinite possibilities, then there are infinite ways of getting out of this. If your mind environment is not conducive to creating anything at all, it's been so incredibly frustrating. I understand. All I see a way out of this is God. Everything points back to me. I want to live my life. Oh man, I'm sorry, Etheric. I'm sorry you're going through this, my brother, alright? I know it's hard, man. I know it's hard. I know environments can be hard. And I know I can easily be like, well, you know, this is probably teaching you about something and all that stuff. But sometimes just telling people that type of stuff is not helpful. So, all I can say is that you're a child of God, Etheric, okay? You really are. You're very connected to your soul. You're very connected to yourself, okay? And I'd say just focus more on that, you know? Focus more on the love that you have for God, right? Focus more on that love that you have for life itself, for experience itself, you know? And maybe that way, maybe that's the way you can live your life in a way, for now anyway, right? But I know you write things down. I know you do your rituals and stuff like that. Just keep writing things down, man. Right? Keep writing things down. One day I'm going to escape this. One day I'm going to be fine. I've already escaped. Right? A law of assumption. I write them down all the time. Always, always, always. This is writing things down is so powerful, man. You got this, okay? What are the dragon lines? I don't know. I don't know too much about dragons. Dragons never really come to me. I think one very high vibrational dragon came to me, but that was a long time ago. It was just like around my, the beginning of my spiritual awakening, like in 2023. So, yeah, I haven't talked to the dragon since. There's this thought that's appearing in my mind, but I couldn't go outside due to circumstance. It's the same thing for me. Wait for divine timing, yes. Life Path 6, let's go, FSPS. FYI, I have had many bad days. I'm pissed at the process, but keep going the pace. Yes, it happens, man. We all go through it. All of us. You know, that's normal, okay? We all shout at God and can get angry at Him and things like that. You know, it's all part of the process, okay? So don't feel bad for doing that, okay? You're just you're human, okay? Human emotions. Infinite possibilities, that's right, feels. Let's go. Infinite possibilities, man. This convo has my vibes buzzing. Let's go. Yeah, I dislike small talk either. Yes, very true, Omkra. You're very right, man. If we all come together as a group, even, like, it's very powerful. Even just two people, you know. Let's say, you know, this is why twin flame relationships are very powerful. And they can also be very intense, you know. But if two people are on the same path, right, and they're on the same purpose, man, both of you guys can put your energies together and manifest in a beautiful life if you're on the same page, you know. So yeah, I agree with that 100%, you know. I have reestablished connection with me, with food, with water, with the air I breathe. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. What is it, a white dragon, Edgar? Yeah, it was like a white with pink. Or a shade of pink. Like, because I'm seeing it right now in my mind. Like more white and then like pink aura, kind of. So if you guys know about dragons, let me know, because I don't know anything about high vibrational dragons or anything. I think he said it was metallic and pink. Yes. I said that? Did I say that? I didn't say that, Etheric. How did you know that? Did I say that in another live? Interesting. Yeah, okay, you asked me. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it was like a white, metallic-y, pink, almost rainbow colors as well. You know how the spiritual realm is, you know, it's not like one solid color, it like changes every now and, you know. But it was, yeah, something like that. I thought you read my mind, Etheric. Oh man. Yeah, so returning to your divinity, the great return. How do you return to your divinity? You return to your heart, okay? You return to your heart space, okay? You return to the power that you have within yourself, okay? And you return to the self. The best way to return to your divinity is detachment, okay? Meaning the news, other people's opinions about the news. You need to take time out of your day, yes, to go within yourself and just detach. Because yes, please be informed. I'm not saying don't be informed, right? But at the same time, you feeling in a state of fear because of what's going on in the world is not helping create the newer timeline, right? This is spiritual warfare, right? So in order for you to return to your divinity again, you need to have a space for yourself. This is why meditation is so important, right? And when you meditate, when you get back out, right, you slowly detach from things, and you go back out into the world, you keep those same beliefs strong in your mind. Okay? This is how you're going to return. There's many ways of returning as well, obviously. That's just one of them. Affirmations is good. You know what it is. Praying is good. You know what it is. Also, keeping I say practicing the pause is also very good, because I know a lot of us are dealing with a lot of humans that are not on par with our timelines, and we get triggered a lot by them. So what we can do is practice the pause, right? Just another person in this world. That doesn't mean I'm gonna let them get to me, right? And then you let go. You let go. Even if you don't let go of it completely in your mind, at least you practice pausing. The more you do this, the more zen you're gonna become. That's true too, Omkra. That's very true. I never talk about this, but it's very true and it's very helpful. You could turn it into comedy as well. You know what I mean? Comedy is like comedy is very high vibrational, because comedy is like it's like a form of love. Well, it is a form of love. The reason why comedy is because we all have an internal remembrance. All of us, like we have an internal remembrance of our truth. Like we remember where we actually come from. We remember what love is supposed to be like. We remember divinity. So when we make fun of this world, or the silliness of this world, or we make fun of ourselves, right? It's almost like we're remembering, like, yo, this isn't the truth. Like, this isn't where we actually are from. That's why it's kind of funny. It's very high. It's like you're cutting through all the bullshit in just for a split second. So comedy is very powerful. I never talk about comedy, but I should talk about comedy more, man. Have fun, guys. Even if you're going through, even I'm going through shit. Doesn't matter. I'm having fun. I'm laughing. Comedy. Yes, man. Have fun, man. Have fun. We're here to have fun, guys. Okay? It's a good thing you have good memory, Etheric. Because my memory sucks. Learning to pause is such an important skill, man. It's hard though. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. It is hard sometimes, especially if you're starting, if you're just beginning on that journey of just, they're just a person. It's hard, but it gets easier. It really does, And the more you practice it, it gets easier. Hope all is well. Thank you, Philip. I appreciate that. Hello, Kate. What up, Xander? Okay, it's 3:14. All right, guys. Thank you guys, man. I think it's time for me to get out of here, okay, guys? Yeah, it's time for me to get out of here. Thank you guys so much, man. This was great. I feel better. I feel better, but I gotta go do some I gotta do some meditation. I gotta do some detachment. I gotta do all that stuff, man. So I love you guys very much, man. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the love and the support that you guys are always giving me, man. And we got this, guys. No matter how long it takes. Time is an illusion anyway. We got this, okay? Until next time, my beautiful friends and family, I'll be back on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Sundays at 2 p.m. Pacific time. If you guys haven't yet, go check out our Discord for Lightworkers called The Lighthouse. It's in the video description down below. If you guys want a reading with myself, I'm still doing readings, guys, okay? I can still do my readings if they're targeted, and if it's with one person and it's face-to-face, I can still do them, okay? So if you guys are interested in that, go click the link on the bottom, and until next time, guys, namaste. Bye-bye, guys.